Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm just going to do a video. It's been a long time since I made my last video. This one I just got a package today. Of course, you'll know what this is about by the title. I got me a IMI Uzi parts kit, and I ordered from, what was it, rtgparts.com, I believe it is. Yep, RTG Parts. And when I did place the order for this parts kit, I did, request and ordered a barrel too. So it should be a 10 point whatever inch barrel, whatever the shortest barrel length is for the standard Uzi. I ordered that because I am going to make this Uzi into a pistol. So that's why I went with the shortest barrel. And I'll get more into all that later on, as far as, what I plan on doing with it. And this video is mostly just going to cover the parts kit itself, and also the barrel and all that. Of course, got packing peanuts in here, which always makes a mess. It looks like it's pretty well packaged. So I did this. I know some people kind of like unboxings and everything, and this is basically how you'll get it from RTG Parts. I got the, basically I opted for the deluxe kit. Which comes with, the cut up, demilled receiver and everything. You could get, I think the standard base kit, but I just went ahead and got, the whole shebang, and try to clean it up a little bit here. And this one I didn't get the one with the I'm sorry, thinking of AKs here. Well, I guess it's kind of considered an underfolder, but basically the folding stock, the famous one. You could have got the wood stock one too for like the same price, but most people don't really care for the wood stock one. Everybody likes the traditional. Here's the barrel that I ordered. It's supposed to be a U.S. made barrel, and yeah. So that's the barrel. This one is not threaded for anything. The barrel itself, I think it was like $100 or something. So I can't really remember 100%. But yeah, there's the barrel. Seems pretty nice, Parkerized and everything. So yeah, that's that. Now let's get onto the stuff everybody wants to check out. Find a good spot to open this from. And I guess I'll just go right here. And first thing I pulled out is the Uzi Bolt. This is a full auto bolt, and has the fixed firing pin inside. So obviously this is not for a semi-auto build. There are videos out there where you can modify this to make it semi-auto. One, you have to basically weld these up to basically can be level, and you got to do some drilling and all kinds of other stuff. I'm not really planning on doing that. I'm probably not even going to be using this bolt at all. I'm probably just going to make it simple on me and make sure that everything's good. I'm just going to eventually buy a factory US bolt. And actually, I'm not even sure. I thought I heard somebody said that even if you modify it to make it semi-auto, the full auto bolt, it's still not legal technically, but I don't know. And here's the Uzi recoil spring for the Bolt, and of course this is not really something you can use in a semi-auto build. And here's the top cover for the Uzi. Of course this is a full auto part because it has the ratcheting top cover, which of course I don't know why mine's not staying back. Thought it's supposed to stay back, but whatever. And so far these parts look like they're in really nice shape. I mean, I could almost even keep this finish on here. I mean, it looks really, really nice. Give it a worn look, you know. And I believe this is supposed to be an actual, yeah, cool. So that's awesome. I got the Hebrew markings for the selector switch. It's on fire, and then should be safe, and then full auto. And the grips look like they're not bad, in pretty good shape. So basically there's all your full auto components in here, and you can see it's in full auto position, and it just basically the sear drops down, basically I guess allow everything to keep firing, and then if you put it in single shot, it just releases it. So it's pretty cool, you know, something everybody can't always say that they handle the full auto Uzi, you know, part or anything like that. So you can see it doesn't drop all the way, so it's basically releasing it, or not releasing it, but letting it go down. I mean, you know, to be full auto. But anyways, whatever. So of course, all these parts you cannot use either in a semi-auto build. So I am going to use the grip though to keep it kind of authentic. Of course, you have to do the blocking bar to prevent it from going all the way to full auto position. So all of that I'll have to weld inside to prevent it from going all the way forward. Then of course your semi-auto parts, and then this will be legal in a semi-auto build. So that's the grip, which is in really nice shape too. So far this kit is in really nice shape. And some smaller pieces that I don't want to take out of the bag because I'm going to probably lose them. Just some screws, washer, and here's your barrel nut. So that kind of stuff. And here's the hand guard for the grip, which this kind of does not look to be as nice as the pistol grip itself. Seems to be a little more beat up, a little more worn on this one here. Pretty smooth. Don't know if I'll be replacing these, or I may just add for authenticness. I may keep them. I mean, they're still definitely 100% functional. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just a little worn and beat up. But to me it adds character, so I'll probably clean them up, and then I'll still use them for the build. And since I am building as a pistol, I probably don't really have to worry about 922R compliance. So I'm not going to worry about changing out the grips to US made ones. If I was building a carbine, then of course I would have to, just to comply. And here's part of the cut up receiver. Of course it's all been torch cut and everything, I imagine. And here's some markings, some Hebrew markings, which is pretty cool. Of course, I believe this is for, maybe I'm thinking a grip. I believe hooks up to that. I think, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with Uzis. You know, I've never really had experience with Uzis before. I never handled one or anything like that. So you kind of, please forgive me for if I say anything wrong or incorrect. There's another part of the receiver. I don't really see any markings on this portion. This one has the feed ramp. Sorry if I wasn't in view. So this one does have the feed ramp for the barrel, and of course the barrel would actually probably be in here. And least I think. I don't know. Whatever. And here's the rear sight assembly, which seems to be a little beat up in the back here. But of course I'm not going to be using these parts, so that's not a big deal. And well, here's pretty cool. Here's actual some Hebrew markings and everything. So that's all pretty cool. So some of these parts I might be able to use for my pistol build. You know, like I'm sure I'll probably need the rear sights and everything, so I might end up using all the rear sights. Of course it has this one's for 100 meters, I imagine, and then 200. Which 200, yeah, I don't think so. But whatever. So that's pretty cool. And here's the front portion of the Uzi where the barrel would be installed, and the trunnion and everything. There's some sort of stamping on here, not sure what that's all about. Can't even read it. Of course there's no rear or front sight post. Maybe that's probably in the bag with the little parts might be in there. So of course your bayonet lug here. So that's that. And looks like it's all about it except for the stock itself. And of course, like I said, I got the folding buttstock. So as you can see, this folds right out. So there's that. And if you want to close it, you just push it in and just tucks under. Of course, this part would be screwed into the back of here, and there's your stock to the back of the receiver, you know, like that. So that's that. So yeah, here's my Uzi's parts kit. Everything's on my particular kit seems to be in really nice shape. The finish, metal finish wise, I mean, it's hard to see with the camera and or camcorder, I'm sorry, but in person everything's really nicely finished. I mean, it's of course used condition. It's by no means a new Uzi that was never fired and then demilled. It's definitely probably seen some wear or some use, but it's really in really nice shape. I almost may even keep the original finish on all this stuff and use it in my pistol build because it's so nice. But who knows, I'll probably end up refinishing it anyways. So yeah, that's that. And this is definitely going to make my pistol really cool with the Uzi markings and stuff. Or I'm sorry, not the Uzi markings, the Hebrew markings. So yeah, it's definitely cool. Of course, there's safety. So yeah, overall, real happy with this kit. Again, from rtgparts.com. And you know, I think it's definitely cool to see all the parts and everything, and you know, I definitely think it's awesome. And so what I may end up doing as far as the parts go itself, the receiver, since I can't really use anything in the semi-auto build, I think I may end up, once I'm done with my pistol build, I'll go ahead and kind of get all this welded up and maybe buy some extra parts later on down the road. Maybe buy a dummy barrel and maybe an extra stock, because what I'm planning on doing is once I build my pistol and it's functioning good, I am going to, since the ATF classified you can make a pistol into a rifle, and then the rifle back into a pistol if you started with a pistol. So what I'm going to do is keep the stock and use it for my build, because eventually I'll buy a 16-inch barrel for this, and then I'll swap back and forth between a pistol and a carbine. So then when I put the 16-inch barrel on, then I can use the stock. But what I may do down the road is, once it's, you know, the gun's pretty much done and I'm shooting it and everything's good, I may buy some extra parts again, and just for the hell of it, try to see if I can, you know, get a lot of these parts welded up and somewhat make a complete receiver, but basically just make it a wall hanger in a way, you know, just get it looking kind of cool, and get it, like I said, get a dummy barrel and just kind of put it together as a just a wall hanger or something I can hang in my room and be non-firing condition. You know, of course I'll probably won't put nothing in a trigger group, or I mean I'll have the trigger just so it looks like it, but I won't probably have no hammer or nothing in there. And I don't know, we'll see what happens, you know. Just make it a non-firing replica gun, you know. I think that would be kind of cool. And then so we'll see, you know, what happens, you know. But the main thing is you know, getting everything pretty much done, and go from there. So yeah, that's my Uzi parts kit, and stay tuned. I already had ordered the receiver, which I don't know what's going on with that. I didn't get any tracking information or nothing. You know, I didn't even see the money come out of my account, so I'm not sure what's going on. I might have to call them today and see what's going on with that. But I did order your weld itself a receiver kit from D&D Sales. It's just the receiver itself, and it comes with all the parts to weld into the receiver. So basically, like this portion you have to weld into the receiver, and some other parts, kind of like your feed ramp, you know, you have to weld. So actually I kind of thought of the idea of having this as kind of a reference, having the old receiver, so I can kind of see what parts need to get welded where, you know, kind of help me out. And so yeah, because I have no idea about anything about Uzis. Like I said, I never shot one, never handled a real one, even semi-automatic for them. So everything's kind of new to me. So we'll see how it goes. They seem like they're fairly easy to build. I don't know. Again, we'll see what happens. But so that's that. And if you have any questions, you know, feel free to let me know, or you know, ask me. And if you have anything to help me out with as far as any tips and tricks and stuff, you know, if you built one before, please shine in. Please let me know. Definitely would appreciate any help, you know, building this. So well, thank you very much, and thanks for watching.